The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's gonna high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Albany High School's gymnasium for the site of tonight's girls basketball playoff game in Section 6 AA. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I am out here at Albany High School for tonight's basketball matchup between the Albany Huskies and your Pine City Dragons. I'm excited to be out here. I've been claiming I've never been to Albany, but I technically have, but haven't. I've stopped in Albany before, but I've never been to Albany. I stopped at the Dairy Queen here in town on my way back from a college visit many years ago. Well, it seems like many, but it's probably not that many. It's probably around 10. But, yeah, I stopped here in town at the Dairy Queen on a college visit. So I have been here, but I've never been to this high school before. And I've always seen this gymnasium. I've always wanted to come here. And so check this off the list of things that I've wanted to do in my career. So I'm privileged to be out here, and again, I'm blessed to be able to do this for my job, to be able to come out and visit places that I've never been to and call sports. It's an awesome honor to be able to do this. As we are out here getting ready for the Section 6 AA playoffs. The Dragons and the Albany Huskies about set to go at it as we take a look at these two teams on the season. Very, very different seasons. In fact, if you look at their records are, what is that called? An invert of each other. Pine City finished as the 10th seed in the section with a 2-4 overall record in the section, and a 14-12 record overall. Albany was 5-5 in the section, but they were 12-14 on the season. So when you look at these two teams, it's like, well wait a minute. What happened, and why is Albany ranked above Pine City? Well, sorry, I'm trying to work on some other games as well, but looking at these two teams, you might think to yourself, well, why is Albany ranked above Pine City? Well, one of the big reasons why is because Albany's strength of schedule and they have more section wins. Those are the two reasons why Albany is ranked above Pine City, even with a losing record. So, looking at Albany, since they are the home team, but we'll look at them since this is the playoffs and we're talking about them right now. They were ranked as the 7th seed, but again, 12-14 overall. They only score about 50 points per game while giving up 54 points per game, a pretty even keel team. But looking at this team, again, they were 8-4 in their own conference, Section 5-5. But looking at the strength of schedule, a good gracious. The first, the part of the season right before Christmas, or up to and through Christmas break, up to the New Year, I'm surprised they got out of there with any wins. They faced Duluth Marshall, Hollingford, Annandale, Providence Academy, Little Falls, Foley, Goodhue, Southwest Christian. All those teams except for one are QRF over 100, and not only that, they're in the top 5 of their section. Yeah, that's how tough of a schedule they had. Foley's the only one that is not in the top 5 of the section. Otherwise, everyone else is in the top 5. They beat Foley, but that was their first win of the season. Otherwise, they had lost 5 straight. Then they lost 2 games in their Christmas tournament over at St. John's University. They came out and lost to Royalton. Again, another really good team, the second-ranked team in this section. Then they beat both Detroit Lakes and St. Cloud Cathedral, fell to Pequot Lakes, beat Ricordi and Malacca. Now, that Malacca game was only a 4-point difference, so that's That's one to watch out for. Malacca is the third-ranked team in this section, by the way. Then they lost to Sac Center, the number 1 team in the section. Then they went on a nice winning streak, and this is where things started to get hot for them. This is where they started to pull ahead of some teams and move up in the section. Up to that point of the season, they were in the bottom 4 or 5 teams. But with this win streak they went on, that was 5 games, this is what put them over. They beat Pierce, Little Falls. Those weren't the wins that necessarily sent them over. It was Eden Valley Watkins, St. Cloud Cathedral, and then Foley again. Those were some of the wins because they were section wins. And not only that, big wins for their team to help push them up a little bit in the section. Then they lost to New London, Spicer, and Minnewaska. Again, both over 100 points in the QRF. Then they lost to Becker, another team who was over 100 in the QRF. Then they lost to a couple teams, Pequot Lakes and Malacca. But then they beat Piers at the end of the season. So, again, looking at it, it's because the teams that they beat, their QRF, were a little bit higher than what Pine City's teams that they had beat. Now, that doesn't mean that Pine City didn't go on any kind of run of their own, because they did. As we take a look at that Pine City team, again, 2-4 in the section, but 14-12 overall. 50 points per game scoring, they give up 57. These two teams, I think it's going to come down defense in this one. Who can make a stop first? If you look at these two teams on paper, oh my goodness, are they quite even. This one, I want Pine City to win. Of course, it's my alma mater, and you know, I'm a little bit biased because of that, and obviously also because, well, my job is in Pine City, and I graduated from there, and I call games for Pine City quite often. So my bias is on them a little bit. I try to be fair while I'm calling games, but my bias, I no doubt, will show since it's the playoffs, but I will still try and be even keel. But with that being said, these two teams on paper are super even. That's what's got my anxiety going, because it's like this game could really go either way. I think it's going to come, and it's kind of the same thing with the Spectrum game for Pine City. That's a game they should have won. They were the better team in that one, and they lost. But looking at this game for Pine City, they're still going to be without, unfortunately, one of their veteran players in Vivian Lottie, so that's unfortunate. But taking a look at this one, this is really even. This is a game that really could go either way. It's going to come down to, 1, who can get out to that run first, or a run, any kind of run. 2, whose defense is going to make more stops and at key times. That's what it's going to come down to in this one. And for Pine City, it's going to be, can they get out to a fast start? Can their offense get that fast start that they want while also keeping themselves cool, calm, and collected? We know Pine City can move fast. We know that they can get the ball up the court quickly. We know their transition offense can move with purpose. But it's, can they do it while keeping themselves cool, calm, and collected? Can they do it without turning the ball over? Can they do it without going back defensively and committing fouls? That will be the question here tonight for the Pine City Dragons. We know that this team is good enough but we know also that this Pine City team is good enough to beat almost really anyone in this section. And that's the thing with this section. It is so even keel that really anybody can beat anybody in this section. That's what's so fun about it this year, is it is so talented up and down, yes, but really anybody can beat anybody in this section, and that's why it is going to be so fun to pay attention to here tonight. So if you're trying to find this game on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, I apologize right now. Unfortunately, it looks like the stream is down, so if you're trying to catch this one on the 106.5 AM 1350, make sure to go to our YouTube at Q Media Sports because it seems like our stream is down. So I'll try and figure that out. As we go along. But looking at this one, still, again, the Pine City Dragons have a chance to come in here. And for obviously all of Albany, it would be an upset, but for Pine City, I don't think it would be. I think every team in this section, 3 on down to 15, is even ranked, is all even keel. I don't think there's one team that really is that far above the other in the fact of, oh my gosh, they're that much better. Pine City, in their game against Royalton, eventually, unfortunately, it got a little bit lopsided, but they were even with them early on in that game. Yes, again, it wound up being lopsided, but they were even with them early on in that game. And let me tell you, I really do believe that this game could go either way. But taking a look at Pine City, again, 14-12 on the season, 2-4 in their section. Their offense, it says only 50 points per game. Let me tell you, they can score more than that. As, again, out in Albany, Ethan Game Day Gilman for Section 6AA Girls Playoff Basketball. Taking a look at the Pine City schedule, it was a tough start. Losing 3 straight to Crosby, Ogilvie, and Aiken. 2 games they should have won, Aiken and Ogilvie. Now, that Ogilvie's a 20-point loss. If they were to have played them again, would have been a much different story. But then they beat Mora, fell to Proctor, went on a 3-game win streak before Christmas break, beating St. Croix Prep, St. Francis, by the way, and Esco. Those are 3 huge wins. They went to a Christmas tournament up at Cloquet, fell to Cromwell Wright, beat Cloquet, and then they came out, lost to Foley and Brand, but that Foley game again, that's one they could have and should have won. Then they beat Hinckley Finlayson, lost to Malacca, beat both Mille Lacs and East Central, lost to Crosby, and then it was a streak to remember for this team. They went on a 5-game win streak where they beat Barnum, Piers, Moose Lake Willow River, Hinckley Finlayson, and Aiken again. That got them back over 500 on the season in their record, and also jumped them up from near the bottom of the section to towards the middle parts of the section. And at the end of that 5-game win streak, they got to the 7th, or I think it was the 8th seed in the section, and they were looking good. Everything was looking good for them at that point. But then they got into a little bit of a gauntlet in their last 4 games where they played some of the top teams in their own section, but one of the top teams in another section. They played Bram again. That was a tough loss. They beat Mora, but then they lost to both Royalton and Spectrum. That Spectrum game, I don't know if that's a fair look at this team, because that Spectrum game, again, it was supposed to be played on Tuesday, got postponed to Saturday morning, so they played Royalton 12 hours after their Royalton game. Maybe not even. They had to turn around. Well, it wasn't even 12 hours. It was, maybe 10 hours after their Royalton game. They had to get up, get on the bus, so it was probably around 7-8 hours. They had to turn around, get up, leave for Elk River to go to Spectrum High School. They had to get there, let the JV play, then they had to play at 10:30 in the morning. 10:30 in the morning. 12 hours after playing a game. Now, you might say, well, Spectrum had to do... No, they didn't, actually. They got a rest. They played Thursday night, so they had a full day's rest. Not only that, they got to play at home. They got to wake up a little bit later, so they got much-needed rest. So, now, again, it doesn't matter because you have to play through adversity sometimes. But for Pine City, that's not the best look of their team. That's not the best representation of their team because they're so much better than what they played. And they still played through adversity. They still played all through that, the tiredness, the fatigue, the mental fatigue on them as well. And they were still only a 15-point loss. And let me tell you, this team for Pine City, that 5-game win streak is only a snippet of what this team can do. I'm telling you right now, this team has the capability to go on a little bit of a run. But as we have talked with Coach Judd in some post games, it's all about putting a full game together. They haven't quite done it yet. They've done it, I think, I forgot which game it was, that they put a full game together. And he was really proud of that. But it's about stringing that together now in the postseason and jumping that forward for a run. It starts here tonight in a very tough atmosphere. You're going to have Albany fans pack this gym, of course. Pine City's coming out. They're trying to pack the stands themselves, but it's a little bit of a jaunt. So if you're listening to this one on our YouTube, and again, I apologize if you can't hear it on the radio, with a little bit of tech difficulties, but if you're listening to this one, we are telling you right now that this game is going to be a good one. Again, on the road, a little bit of a daunting spot, but this Pine City is going to give Albany the fight of their life, and I truly believe that Pine City has right now has the best chance to beat Albany that they've ever had. I don't think there's a better chance for Pine City to ever beat Albany than right now. You know, Albany has gone on a little bit of a run themselves this year. They beat some good teams, but let me tell you, I think this is the year where, I don't want to say this so as not to upset some Albany fans if they're listening, but this is the year that Albany is most vulnerable. This is the year that if there's a year for anyone to beat Albany, it's this year. It's this year. For anyone trying to beat Albany, it would be this year. And I think Pine City can do it. They got to put together a really good game, front to back, start to finish. But I think they can do it. They've got confidence. They got a little bit of rest. They got Vivian Lonti back on the sideline. Of course, not suiting up tonight, unfortunately. But they've got her back. She's a good energy person to have on the sideline for this team. She's a good attitude person, and she can give this team a lot of confidence when they come to the bench. So I'm excited for this one. We're going to get our national anthem first and a word from our fine sponsors. Then after that, we'll get you your starting lineups and tip-off here from Albany High School in this Section 6 AA girls playoff game on WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Whoa! Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab a Meat Lover's burrito or new Ranchero beef and cheese burrito. I want one right now. Wash it down with everyone's favorite Celsius, buy one, get one free. And Holiday still has the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items. Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store and save. Open 24/7, 365. The Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Physical therapy. It's one of those services you don't think about until you need it. Pain happens. Count on the team at Physical Therapy Consultants to help. Physical Therapy Consultants, with locations in North Branch, Isanti, Zimmerman, St. Francis, Andover, and Ham Lake, accept all insurance plans, workers' comp, and auto. Their expertise can help you and your body repair. Find out how Physical Therapy Consultants can help you heal. Call 1-888-THERAPY today. 1-888-THERAPY for Physical Therapy Consultants.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
We're back here on Anthem Country. 106.5 FM, AM 1350. And looks like we're back up on Anthem Country, so appreciate Josh Ramiro for doing that. But we're back in this one. It's playoffs, baby. I am so excited. I have been waiting for playoffs to start for so long. I love playoff basketball. I love calling basketball as it is, but man, do I love playoffs. Now we're going to get set for your starting lineups. Take a look at the lineups for Pine City tonight. It's going to be number 2, junior Mallory Klepper. Number 3, senior Piper Metling. Number 4, junior Paige Gray. Number 11, junior Brooke Boland. And sophomore number 14, Retta Ganote. Dragons are, of course, head coached by Patrick Judd. On the other side for Albany, it'll be number 13, Bryn Turway. Number 22, Eva Schwensfire. Number 24, Claire Lisi. Number 41, Josie Dingman. And number 55, Natalie Bloniken. They're head coached by Aaron Boyum. Here we go. They've got the music blaring. They've got the fans into it. I'm excited. It should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get myself calmed down before we get this game started, or I'm going to pop a blood vessel or something. Lose my voice along the way. Dragons, Huskies, 6AA girls basketball from Albany High School is underway, and the Dragons and Huskies will battle for it. We're going to get a jump ball right from the get-go. I don't think anyone had possession, so we might jump ball again. So we might go right from center court and do it again. We will. I'm going to do it from center court again. So no one got it, so we're going to jump ball again. Right from center. Another tip. So let's try again. And playoff basketball from Albany in 6AA girls is underway, and it's won by Albany. So now we're underway. Won by Schwenzfeier. She's looking patient, gives it over to Turway. Turway looking back now to Schwenzfeier. Gives in the near side corner now for Lisi, trying to go inside. Shot is up, no good, and rebound for Brooke Boland. Boland will go up the court trying to get it to Ganot, but that is going to be Pine City ball, knocked out of bounds by Albany. Now, Albany not going to like that, but that is the correct call. Head coach Boyum not agreeing with it, but again, that's a correct call. They tipped it out of bounds. Yeah, they tipped it. That was clearly tipped. I'm in the middle of Albany fans, so shouldn't say anything too loud. Might be booed out. Klepper's first shot is up and no good. Going to get a jump ball call. Boland tying it up with Blonigan. We're going to get the possession arrow that I think favors Pine City, so Pine City's going to get it back, 17-31. Only 29 seconds have come off the clock on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Ganot's got to inbound it quick. She does to Klepper. Klepper gives out. So, man, trying to get it to Boland, but travel is called, and the ball will go back to Albany. Albany has it back. Bringing it up the other way now is Turway. Gives it on the far side, Schwenzfeier. Back to Turway. Now back over to Schwenzfeier. And that ball going to go a little bit high for her teammate, and will go out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Pine City. So a turnover there for Albany, and Pine City will try and get things going offensively. Again, they haven't seen this. Neither team has seen each other this year, so they're still trying to figure each other out, feel each other out. I think it's going to be kind of like a boxing match. Jab, 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 and then somebody's going to have to go with a big swing. Shot is up by Metling on the shot, no good, and rebounded by Dingman for Albany. On the other side, trying to drive baseline. This two is going to be no good, rebounded by Dingman, and she's going to get called for the travel. Ball will go back to Pine City. Again, we're in enemy territory here, so you're going to hear a lot of boos when we get calls for Pine City. I'm certainly not dogging them for it. That's understandable. They should. It's their home court. Dragons have it back. Boland gives to Piper Metling. Metling gives on the near side to Ganot. And until one of these teams settle into this game, it's going to be back and forth. Metling now with it to Klepper, trying to go inside to Boland. Boland back outside to Klepper. That three is going to be off the mark, and it will go, no, not out of bounds. Turway is going to be aggressive and get the rebound. Trying to get it up the court is Schwenzfeier. Gives near side. Turway trying to go underneath to Lisi. That's too strong on that one. Knocked out of bounds out of Klepper's hands. It will go back to Pine City. Good call. Metling will inbound to Boland, and again, both these teams, you can really tell they're feeling each other out. They really don't know what to expect from each other as they get the ball up to Klepper here. Shot is good! Pussy and one! And the Dragons are on the board first. A foul there on the Huskies. And this one is on Dingman, her first, team's first. And now a 4-point play opportunity for Mallory Klepper. It's good! The 4-point play, the rarity. I've seen it a few times this year, though. So a 4-0 lead now for Pine City. Back the other way, Albany comes with it. Schwenzfeier. I really enjoy that last name. It's fun to say. Lisi with it, now trying to go underneath the Blonigan. And they find Turway back outside for three. That one's going to be no good. And Blonigan can't quite corral the rebound, and it will go out of bounds and back to Pine City. Bolin gets the inbound from Metling. Back to Metling now, and she'll go back to Bolin. They had Ganode open for a moment. Now she's open, and she nearly lost it. Bolin is somehow going to get it back. Klepper on the far side. They're going to probably try and use Klepper heavily here tonight, but getting it into the far side corner to Gray. Gray trying to go back on the far side. Stolen away by Turway. Turway gets by one. Shot on that one is going to be no good. And Blonigan, she is a big presence inside. She gets that rebound. And Albany's on the board, 4-2. Metling trying to get it up the court. She does into the offensive zone now. Trying to get this one towards the basket. No good. Klepper, too strong on that one from Klepper. And the rebound there by Turway. And, she got away with the travel there. They're going to say she didn't have full possession. Now a 3 launch from Lisi, and that is good to make it 5-4. But again, still these two teams are still feeling each other out. They're still not sure what each presents. They'll go up to court now to Klepper, give back outside to Bolin. Bolin wanted the 3, but she's guarded. We'll go back to Klepper. Klepper will take the 2, too strong. Gray is there, and she gets fouled after the rebound, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. This one is going to go on Dingman again for her second, team second. Kate Unverzant getting set to check in, but Gray's first one is up and no good. 2, 20, and 45 check in for Albany. We'll try and get you those names. 2 is Lila Finley. Gray's second one is no good as well. Klepper's going to get the rebound. Shot is up and good. 6-5. But back the other way, Albany with it. 20 for Albany is Isabel Schiffler. I'm going to call her, we'll call her Isabel. That's her name. Well, I was trying to try maybe Bella, but Isabella. Drive inside. Back out to Finley. Now back on the far side for Schiffler. Now to Finley again. Give on the near side. Top of the key to Schwenzfeier. Trying to drive inside. Now get back. 5 seconds to shoot. A 3 off the mark. And I think we're going to foul on Pine City. Foul there on Piper Metling, her first. Team's first, and now Metling, missed shot, gets the rebound. Give up to Gray, too strong. Rebounded there by Albany's Schwenzfeier. 45 for Albany is Molly Goebel. Shot no good. Rebounded by Dingman, and then this one no good, rebounded by Unverzant. Bolin over to Klepper for 3, coming up short, and the rebound there for, again, Molly Goebel. Now with it is Finley, trying to get all these names written down. I apologize. On the far side with it is Schwenzfeier, back out, top of the key. A long 3 is off the mark. Gray, that one's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Albany. So Pine City will get it back. Sub here for Pine City is going to be number 10, Rhea Johnson. So trying to get everything situated. I think we got a new one in for Albany as well. That's 43, Kayla Forster. Now Pine City has it back offensively up into the front court. Metling gives it back to Boland. To Klepper. Klepper lets the defender go by. Over to Metling for 3. That's going to be short. Unverzant with the rebound, too strong. And going to get a jump ball. Tie up there by Pine City, but the possession are favoring the Huskies. Sub for Pine City, Brecken Reiser into the game. Albany has it back, though. Coming up the court with it is Turway. Wide open underneath, and can't allow that. Forster was left alone, and Pine City got caught lacking on that one. 7-6, Albany with now the lead. Under 12 and a half to go. Bolin gets the pass from Klepper on the near side. Rhea Johnson, she wanted that 3 now to Unverzant. Unverzat give to Boland. Ooh, that one maybe could have been called a foul. Then they try to pass inside to Finley. It's going to be stolen away by Finley, excuse me. A three is no good, and rebound still up for grabs. Going to be out of bounds off of Pine City, and it will stay with Albany. 12 minutes to go. Reddy Ganote will check back into the game. She comes in for Kate Unverzat. 7-6 the score with 12 minutes to go in this first half. Inbound now to Finley. Finley give on the near side to Schiffler. Trying to go back underneath Turway. Turway all the way across the court to Finley. She pulls it in, trying to get around. Klepper blocked by Klepper, but taken back by the Huskies. Trying to go inside again, Schiffler. This one's knocked away. It'll go back out of bounds. Stolen away by Rhea Johnson. Up the court, Rhea Johnson with it. Stops, gives it back over to Ganote. Ganote trying to get through, and she's fouled. I think they'll get this one on Forster. No, they're going to get Schiffler. So Schiffler with the foul. Reiser and Rhea Johnson out. Gray and Metling in. Metling will inbound to Gray. Gray standing at the Albany logo. Give back to Metling. Metling looking, searching. Pass over to Ganote. Was tipped a little bit. Now to Klepper. Klepper from the free throw line. High off the glass and in for two. 8-7. Pine City retakes the lead. I think this is how this one's going to go. Back and forth. Driving inside. Oh, good looking shot by Turway, but no good. Rebounded, I think, again by Blon again. And this one's going to come up short. Rebound up for grabs. It's Brooke Boland with it. Brooke Boland taking it up. Gives to Gray. Gray turn around to Klepper. A long three is going to be off the mark. Right to Ganote, and her shot is good. Ganote with the rebound in for two. 10-7 Pine City. Turway with it. Bringing it up the court. Give underneath. And again, they left Forster wide open. I don't know. They're losing her underneath. And head coach Judd not too pleased with it. They'll find now Ganote up the court. Give on the near side Klepper. She wanted a three again. She will give back to Ganote. She thought about three. Has to pull it down. Give to Metling. Metling pulls it back. Ooh, almost a foul there on Albany, but they do a good job to not get that one. Metling into the corner. A little bit of trouble. Boland. Klepper, top of the key for three. Just rattles out. Rebounded there by Finley for Albany. Back up the other way. And again, they left Forster wide open. You can't allow it. And Judd says absolutely no more. He says, we're stopping this right now. So can't have it. Can't have it. And again, it's not like Pine City's playing bad defense. It's just been the 3 times she scored. They've left her alone. They've focused on too many other players. It'll be a full timeout for Pine City. While they take one, we'll take one as well.
And here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch. The premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for both baseball and fast-pitch softball. $35 gets you cage time with your own pitcher. $40 gets you cage time using one of their top-tier pitching machines. Screens, plates, helmets, they've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. here'sthepitchmn.com. Back here on Anthem Country 106.5 FM AM 1350. Don't forget over on Cool Country 100.9 FM. Adam Hefty's got the playoff game between the Brand Bombers and the East Central girls in that Section 5A East playoff game. Over on 95.5 FM KBK, Joshua Murin, yes, our morning show host, has the girls game between Malacca and Melrose. And then on our YouTube Q Media Sports 4 is Mac Nelson with the Ogilvie versus Swanville Section 5A East playoff game. So lots on our airwaves and our YouTubes tonight. Again, audio only, but still on our YouTubes. Meanwhile, Pine City will bring it forward into their offensive zone. Metling in a little bit of trouble. One-on-one, she'll go back over to Klepper here on the near side. Klepper wants Boland. Nothing doing there. She'll get back over to Metling. Metling trying to go inside to Boland. Boland, kind of a zone around her. And they're protecting the perimeter is Albany. Running a zone scheme here. Ganote, the pass from Gray well over Boland's head. It'll be stolen away by Turway. It would look like a pass to Turway, more or less. On the far side to Lisi. Trying to go back here, near side Svensfire. Goes on the near side, Turway. A long three, that's going to be off the mark. And rebound is fought for. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Dragons, so they'll get it back. Kate Unverzot going to check into the game for Paige Gray. Some half-court pressure put on by Albany, going to kind of show half-court, then kind of run up on some players. Meanwhile, Klepper will bring it forward. She wants to go back to Klepper. Instead gives to Bolin. Too strong on that one, and then jumps right to Schwensfire on the rebound. Schwensfire going to set things up. Gets by one. Drive inside. She lost it. Stolen away by Kate Unverzot. Give to Metling now. She brings it up the court. Give to Ganote. Back inside. Metling. Shot is up. No good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. This one is going to go against Schwensfire. Her first, team's fourth. And Metling on the line for two. First one's up and good. So that will tie us at 11 apiece. And that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard with 8:43 to go in the first half. Metling's second one up is good as well to make it 12-11. Stolen away on the inbound by Metling, and she drops it in for two. Nice play there by Metling. Aggressive, but needed it. Now trying to go underneath it, and it's Metling again! Strong pass, a little too strong, and Metling tries to go the other way, but this is going to be stolen right back, almost. Well, I don't think she can get credit for the full steal because Finley stole it, but as she grabbed it, Metling grabbed it right back for the jump ball, and it is Albany's ball because of the possession arrow, but Metling does a good job being aggressive there, tying that ball up. Inbound now to Lisi, and Lisi will bring it forward. Spin move on Bolin, but nothing doing there. Bolin, a really good defender. She's not fooled by many moves, and this, a little too quick on that call. They're going to get her for a reach in, but a little too quick on that call. You got to let them play a little bit. And that's just my thoughts again. Not that anything I say matters. It's her first, team second. It's just my opinion. Not trying to dog on the refs at all. Meanwhile, they will inbound back to Finley. Now on the far side for Lisi. Lisi, top of the key here for Finley. A three is up and rattles out. Mallory Klepper's there for the rebound for Pine City. Up the court to Bolin. Bolin trying to go underneath to Ganote, and yeah, that was an ill-advised pass. Easily stolen away by Lisi. No shot there, and Klepper with a block, stolen away by Bolin. Maybe could have been a foul there. Maybe got away with one. Bolin trying to drive inside. Her shot's up, no good. They're going to get a foul on Albany. I think Pine City maybe got gifted one. But they're going to be a foul here on Blonde again. Her first, team's fifth. And Bolin at the line to shoot two. Bolin's first one is up, off the front of the rim, and good. They get 15-11. Couple subs in for each team. Gray is going to come into the game for Pine City, as is Rhea Johnson. Bolin, this one's good as well. 2 for 2 there for Bolin, 16-11. On the near side here for Schiffler, trying to go inside to Gable, I'm not real sure which one it is. Shot is up and no good, rebounded by Klepper, and she gives it off now to Bolin. She gets a screen from Klepper to help her get into the front court. Bolin gives near side to Johnson, now trying to go to Unverzot. Unverzot on the near side, give over to Klepper. Over Johnson's head. They were in the same spot, not ideal, but now the pass to Gray. Johnson into Klepper. She lost it. Give back to Bolin. Bolin underneath to Klepper. Shot is up and no good. Rebound there. Now we're going to get a foul on Pine City by Gable. Going to get the first foul here on Klepper. Team's third. Checking in for Albany is Schwensfire for Finley. Also checking in is Lisi for Dingman. And it's going to be Lisi checking the ball in. And bringing it up now is Turway. Now give back to Lisi. Lisi on the near side. Gives over to Turway. Turway looking, trying to go underneath. Shot is up, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go line and shoot two. That's not a good foul for Pine City. Not good. You gotta be a little bit more disciplined there on that one. We're going to get this one on Rhea Johnson. Her first team's fourth. And again, now it's, I think it's Lisi at the line for 2. I apologize. I can't quite see the number. Meanwhile, it's no good. I think, actually, excuse me. Yeah, I apologize. Can't quite see the number. What was no good. And the second one is up and no good as well. Klepper with the rebound. Meanwhile, it was Schiffler, by the way, who had those rebounds. 3 from Paige Gray just off the mark. Rebounded there by Goebel. Or Gayball. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. Pass near side, wide open, Schwensfire for 3. That's no good. Kate Unverzat with the rebound. For Pine City, gives it up the court to Metling on the far side. Has that one poked out. It will stay with Pine City. Fans don't agree with it, but again, like I said, I'm not a ref, so I gotta stick with what the refs call. As much as I want to maybe complain about it. Pass to Unverzat. Now Metling for 3. That's going to be off the mark and bounce right to Lisi. Right now, the offensively not getting the rebounds they want. This shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Klepper. And again, Pine City maybe got away with one there. Trying to go back inside to Klepper. Shot is up. No good. Unverzat. A few rebounds, and they're going to get no good. Rebounded by Turway there. Maybe a block, but again, Pine City's also been gifted a few. Schiffler for 3. That's going to be no good. Rebounded on the run by Lisi. Now to Schwensfire. She's going to try and drive inside. Back out to Turway. Turway give top of the key to Lisi for 3. That one's good. So 16-14 now with 5:45 to go in the first half. A little bit of half-court pressure shown by Albany. They're okay though. Pine City's got enough time. Gray, yeah, she was on the sideline, threw it back in. Goebel with the rebound. Back on the near side for Schwensfire. The near side corner for Schiffler for 3. That's good. To make it 17-16, and we'll get a timeout called here by Pine City. And again, they're playing well. They just allowed a few shots there. Can't have it though. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Maybe get you an update for some other games going on. And on our playoffs tonight, over in Malacca. Malacca leads Melrose 17-4. Over there in Section 6AA. Trying to get you some other scores. Trying to find some. In Bram leading 29-5. Oh my. It's unfortunate for the Eagles. Then over in Ogilvie, the Lions lead 27-18. So a lot of our local teams leading right now. Pine City only down by 1, so no need to really panic if you're Pine City. Just get back defensively, play a little bit more sound, get in position a little bit quicker. And again, early on, they do look like the better team. They do look like they're a little bit faster, but defensively, they're just out of position right now. Ganote gets it, trying to get it to Gray for 3. That's good! Right out of the timeout, Gray answers with a 3 for Pine City, 19-17. Calling out the play is Turway as she brings it up the court. Give now to Lisi. Lisi trying to get around the defender. She drives inside. Shot is up. No good. Getting the rebound. No good. Klepper there with the rebound, and she gets fouled. Rebound for Albany was Blonigan, and then Pine City got the rebound. Klepper, now we're going to get a foul here on Lisi, her first. Team's 6th. Metling will inbound to Boland. And again, half-court pressure shown by Albany. But Pine City's done a good job of breaking that. Metling rather, driving inside. This one's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Dragons. So Dragons catch a break there on that one. Forster checking in the game for Albany for Lisi. Metling will get set to inbound. Metling inbound to Boland. Boland will go to Klepper. Klepper to Gray for 3. No good. A little too strong. Almost got the bounce. Rebound there for Forster. And it looks like Pine City a little confused defensively. Schwensfire kicks out to Number 55, Blonigan, and rebound by Ganote there. She'll give it up to Gray, to Bolin now. Bolin trying to drive inside. This one's off the glass and in for two. 21-17. Finley with it. Oh, we're going to get a foul on Gray. Eesh. You don't like it, but I think it's a correct call. Her first, team's fifth. Yeah, if you're Pine City, you don't like it, but it is the correct call. You got to call it. Shot in off the inbound. No good. Rebounded by Metling. Metling brings it up the court. Looking, gives near side to Gray. Trying to go inside to Ganote. Trying to get it to Bolin. Blocked. Then back out to Metling. On the far side for Klepper. Klepper back into Metling. Metling gives to Gray. Gray for three. Oh, just off the mark. And the rebound up for grabs. Ganote is going to get it back. Over on the far side, Bolin. Trying to give it inside to Klepper. Over to Metling. No good. And rebound by Klepper. Bolin. Shot is up and good. Plus, she draws the and one. They're going to get this one on Turway. Her first, team seventh. Goebel will check in for Blonigan, and Bolin has a chance for the three-point play. This one's up and good. 24-17. And a timeout will be called here by Albany. It'll be their first. They'll be left with four, and it looks like a full timeout. So while they take a timeout, we will as well. On that Embrace North down at scoreboard, Dragons lead 24-17, 3:26 to go in the half.
We're proud to support local athletes during the playoffs. Whether you're an athlete or a fan, Wellia Health is here to help keep you performing at your best. For all your sports medicine needs, visit us at Wellia Health online to learn more.
Free college is possible at Pine Technical and Community College. Students of all ages may be eligible for a tuition and fee-free pathway to education thanks to the new North Star Promise Scholarship. If you're a resident of Minnesota and have a family-adjusted gross income of $80,000 or less, apply online today for free and join us in high-demand programs such as nursing, gunsmithing, machining, automated systems, cybersecurity, early childhood education, liberal arts, and more. Whether you're starting out or starting over, learn more at pine.edu.
Back here on WCMP Anthem Country. Back out of the timeout. Dragons lead 24-17 on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Just under 3.5 to go in the first half. Albany will have the ball out of the timeout. They'll inbound to Turway. Give on the near side to Schwensfire. Back to Turway. Wanted to go to Finley on that far side, but there was nothing doing that time. Now the give there to Schwensfire. Back to Turway. Turway going to try and drive. Give underneath. Shot is up. Too strong. Rebounded here by Klepper. Trying to get some fast break points going. She's going to take it all the way. Shot is up and good from Klepper. Make it 26-17. Turway back with it. Give now to Finley. Back over Turway. Turway on the far side. The give there to Forster. Back to Turway. Back over to Forster, and that's no good. Klepper another rebound. And she'll give it up the court to Bolin. Bolin trying to drive through some traffic. Give back outside Metling. Metling for three. Going to be no good. Rebounded by Bolin. Too strong on that one, and that's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Pine City. Last touch by Albany. Schiffler is going to check into the game for Turway. 2:26 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Ganote. Not sure what they're going to be talking about. They're talking at the scores table for something. So they're checking the shot clock. They're getting the right time on the shot clock here. Because it went out of bounds, it's going to be 20 seconds. It will be, and it's still a possession for Pine City. Oh, Gray, too short on the inbound. Oh, and then Paige Gray. Oh, and then again. Wow. It was rebounded by Forster, and then Gray stole it back, but then her shot was no good, and Forster got it back again on a rebound. Gray, 2 great opportunities. Can't miss those. Now Finley with it for Albany in the offensive court. Shot up, no good. Klepper with the rebound. Give it up the court quickly to Bolin. Now to Ganote, and her shot no good. A little too quick for the play there that time. I think they needed to settle it down, try and find another avenue for scoring, because Ganote was a little bit off her mark there. Give underneath now to Schiffler. Her shot is up, no good. Klepper trying to go up over everybody, but it's rebounded, put back in for 2 by, again, I think it's Gable or Goebel. I apologize. 26-19. Dragons back up the court with it, trying to give Bolin the ball. They do. Bolin nearly lost it. She's going to drive inside, give out Klepper now to Gray. Again, too strong on that 3. Rebound, they're going to get Klepper for a foul. Going to get her for a reach over, and that'll be her second, team's 6th. Couple subs in and out for Albany. 1:24 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Go back outside for Turway for 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound for Bolin. Bolin brings it up the court. Give on the far side to Metling. Metling trying to drive inside. She lost it. Oh, going to get a foul instead. She'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Going to get this one on Turway. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Metling. Reiser will check into the game for Klepper. Metling's first one, no good. Rebounded there by Forster. They'll get back to Turway on this near side in their offensive zone. Under a minute to go, 45 seconds. They'll go underneath to Gable. Her shot is good for 2, 26-21. Dragons still with the lead. Bolin will slow things down now for the offense, trying to take some time off the clock. Bolin trying to get around the defender. Now getting around her own teammate Reiser. She'll get back to Metling. Wanting to go inside to Ganote. Ganote looking for that turnaround jumper. It's going to be no good. I got to find a different avenue there. Now they're trying to go up the court quickly. Shot is up, blocked, knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Albany. Shot clock off, 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Pine City just trying to make a stop before the end of the first half. Inbound near side, a 3 for Lisi. No good, and going to get her own rebound. Fouled, though, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. They get 14. Good note, I think. Yes. Her first and the team's 7th. And now again it's Lisi at the line to shoot 2. This one's up and good. So unfortunately Pine City not able to stop them from scoring here before half, but now they've got a chance to score before half themselves, and I think it's almost a must if you're Pine City. Good on both of them is Lisi. So 26-23. Bolin will give to Metling. 8 seconds now. Go on the near side to Reiser. Reiser in some trouble. Reiser needs to get out of there. Bolin, no good. So that'll bring us to halftime. Pine City takes the lead going into half, 26-23 over the Albany Huskies. So we're going to take a commercial break. Here we're from some of our fine sponsors. We'll be back to recap the first half of action here on Anthem Country 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP. Taking a look at the first half of action, some stats from the first half. For the Huskies, leading the way for them in scoring was Claire Lisi with 8, 6 from Kayla Forster, 4 from Molly Gable, then 3 for Schiffler and 2 from Blonigan. Rebound-wise, they were led by Gable with 5, 4 for both Turway and Forster. They had 5 steals in the first half, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and 8 team fouls. On the other side for the Dragons, leading the way was Mallory Klepper with 10, 7 from Brooke Boland, 4 for Piper Metling, 3 for Paige Gray, and 2 for Rediga Note. They were led in rebounding by Klepper with 11, then 5 for Unverzant and 4 for Brooke Boland. They had 6 steals, 2 blocks, both coming from Klepper, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, and had 7 fouls on the board there in that first half. So it was a really even keel first half. Pine City took advantage a couple times. Albany came back and took a 1-point lead a couple of times as well. But as soon as Albany did that, Pine City went on a little bit of a run. They led by as much, I think it was 7 points there in that first half, but Albany ends it on a 4-0 run. So, but for Pine City, it's still a good first half for them. A half in which I think after they settled in, they really got things going offensively. And we know when they get settled in offensively, man, they really look good and they can really get things moving. So for Pine City, they got to settle in here early in this second half. If they can do that, they'll be just fine. But one of the things that I think I don't know, it's so tough, but one of the things I think they want to try and do, again, who knows how successful it's going to be, but one of the things I think they want to try and do here in the second half is get more second chance scoring opportunities. They've had a few in the first half, but not as many as they could and or maybe should have. Albany's doing a really good job rebounding on the defensive glass, and I think overall doing a little bit better job rebounding than Pine City. Late in the half, they got a few more rebounds to get them second chance scoring opportunities, but overall it's been pretty even rebound-wise. But for Pine City here in the second half, I think they're going to want to get themselves a few more second chance scoring opportunities because Albany, if you were watching this, Albany's crashing the defensive glass. And if you're Pine City, if you can get a rebound, kick out to, Bolin, Metling, Ganote, or Gray, who's out there on the outside the perimeter, you're going to get some open looks from three, and you're going to be able to hit those sooner than later. Whether they drop early on or they drop later on, you're going to get those to fall sooner than later. So if I'm Pine City, I try and do that. Try and crash the offensive board maybe a little bit more, and then kick back outside for some three opportunities. They did a pretty good job shooting from three, but so did Albany. They had three in the first half. Pine City had three as well. Of course, Mallory Klepper had the first three, plus the and one on it for the rare 4-point play. I don't know how rare it is, but I've seen it actually a few times this year, believe it or not. But again, Pine City's right there on the verge of kind of pulling away, but they still have some work to do here in the second half. We've seen at the end of the first half, they started to rush a few of their offensive possessions just a little bit, trying to get that fast break offense moving. They've got it moving, but unfortunately, the play call that they're trying to get set up, they're just not executing it as well as they need to be at this point. And because of that, I thought a few times in the first half they needed to settle things down. Even on the fast break, they need to settle down a little bit, kick that ball back outside, or wait for the rest of the offense to get back up, move the ball around, and find an open shot, whether inside or outside. So we'll see the adjustments that Pine City tries to make here in the second half. Defensively, they're playing okay. Could be better. They're allowing a few too many second chance scoring opportunities for Albany, which is just them getting rebounds on offense. So they'll look to deny them that. But again, in this second half, there are going to be a lot of fouls. I'm predicting that. I'm not guaranteeing it, but because of how physical these two teams are playing, we could see a lot more fouls. There were a few in that first half that both teams could have had and maybe should have had, but they let them play through. But a lot of times, more times than not, we see in the second half of games like this, referees start to call those a lot more in the second half than they did in the first half. So we'll see if that's the case as well. But either way, both teams have to play to it, and both teams got a few calls that they maybe shouldn't have, and didn't get a few calls that they maybe should have. So it was pretty even on that standpoint. But a second half that is going to cause me more anxiety, give me a heart attack. But I'm excited. I'm ready for the second half of action. Gives you some updates from around our teams in the playoffs over in Bram at half. Bram leads 49-11 at the half in Malacca. The Wolves are up over Melrose 40-24. And then over in Ogilvie, if I remember right, it's 29-23 at half there. So some scores from around our local listening area. I appreciate Mac Nelson for going to Ogilvie and calling that game. Appreciate Adam Hefty for going to Bram, calling that playoff game. And a huge shout-out to Josh Miron, taking time. He lives far away from Malacca, about an hour and a half, if not more. And I appreciate him stepping in big tonight to call a game that we needed to call. I appreciate him. We're going to get one more commercial break, then we'll be back for the second half of action here on Anthem Country WCMP.
You gotta stop somewhere. So make a stop into the Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab CK Oil, save $2 when you buy two, or CK Diesel DEF treatment for only $23.99. While you're at Holiday, they still have the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items, and Refresh Team Spirit with Mountain Dew are 3 for $6. Or Celsius, buy one, get one free. Whoa, better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
And welcome back. Game day Gilman out here at Albany High School. And, of course, Albany, Minnesota. First time here. I'm enjoying it. Very cool gym. Very different. You've got the brick look on the back wall there on the the west side wall. The bleachers above it, kind of like SCSU. They got the bleachers up higher than the gym. I think that's always cool. Then the two stands on each side. And then they got that divider on the east side of the gym. I just think this is a cool-looking gym. Again, never been here, so pretty fun adventure. As we prepare for the second half of action. 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Dragons lead 26-23 in the Section 6 AA girls playoff matchup. The winner will move on and play on Saturday over at St. John's University, and the winner would play either Royalton or Mora at 4:30 p.m. So that's what's on the line here in this one. As we get set, Albany will start with it. They'll go left to right on your radio dial. Pine City right to left. Albany trying to go inside with it, trying to maybe draw some more fouls. They'll kick back outside now for Turway. Turway looking. She'll give near side now to Schwensfire. She's guarded well by Ganot. Oh, they left alone. Turway on the far side for three. That's going to be no good. And Gray will get the rebound for Pine City. Bolin will bring it up the court. She gives to Klepper, now to Gray in the near side corner for Metling. Metling trying to drive. Kick back to Klepper, now to Gray. Gray will drift, trying to give it to Ganot. Stolen away. Pass bit behind. Lisi will bring it up the court. Trying to get around Bolin, but she drops it in for two. Does Turway. 26-25. Metling on the far side, give to Klepper. Klepper back to Bolin. Now outside to Metling again. They'll give to Bolin. Trying to find a way to get to Gray. Bolin going to take it inside. The floater going to be off the mark. No good there. Rebounded by Schwensfire. Going to slow things down with Dingman. She'll give now to Schwensfire. Back on the near side for Lisi. Lisi give now to Dingman. Two is up and no good. Bolin there for the rebound for Pine City. Bolin stop, trying to give back to Metling. And Metling, that one was tipped to her, but she winds up getting it back. Pass back to Bolin. That one was tipped, I think, as well on its way. Dingman with the rebound for Albany. Pine City trying to settle back into the game here, taking a little bit. Now Turway for a look at three. This ball inside, going to be knocked out of bounds from Klepper's hands by Albany, so it will go back to Pine City. Rhea Johnson, Kate Unverzat checking into the game for Gray and Metling. Pine City will inbound. Bolin give to Klepper. Klepper on this near side now, give to Bolin. Back over to Ganot. Ganot give to Johnson. Oh, they got her for a travel. Can't have that here if you're Pine City. And the ball will go back to Albany. So a little bit of a slow start to the half for Pine City, but, and they're still leading. Turway will bring it forward for Albany. She'll give on the far side to Schwensfire. Now give to Turway again for three. That's going to be no good. And Klepper again with the rebound. They give to Johnson. That maybe not the give you want to have there. Unverzat. That one stolen away by, is that Schwensfire? It is. And Pine City right now. That one going to be knocked out of bounds by Albany, and it will go back to Pine City. Schiffler will check in for Albany. Pine City gets a gift there as that one will go out of bounds. So Pine City needs to take a breath, relax, just get back into this game offensively. Bolin will get the inbound, then she gives back to Klepper. Now to Bolin again. Bolin picks up her dribble, will give to Unverzat on the far side. Give to Rhea Johnson. Johnson will go to Bolin. Bolin to Ganot. Ganot from the free throw line, that's going to be short. Unverzat with the rebound, no good on that one. And man, he's going to be out of bounds on Pine City. Gray will check back in for Unverzat. Unverzat has had some misses here in this one. She's been just short on, but I think you keep giving her the chances, to shoot, because sooner than later she's going to get those to drop, and she's going to make Albany pay for letting her get rebounds. Meanwhile, Turway has it. Now give to Finley on the far side for three. No one there. And that's good. Cannot do that if you're Pine City. 26-28, Pine City trails. Klepper, give to Bolin, back over to Klepper. She wanted the long three, but has to pull that one out. Oh, how is that not a foul? Give to Klepper, and that one could have been as well. Now we finally get the foul. Yeah, that's the correct call. We're going to get this one on 20. That is Schiffler, her second. Team's first of the second half. Penn City will inbound. Ganot out in is Metling. Bolin will inbound to Klepper, now to Metling. Trying to get to Klepper on the inside. They finally do the hook shot. Oh, left well short. I don't know, Pine City, what it is right now. They're leaving all their shots short right now. Dingman with the rebound. Meanwhile, on the far side, it's Finley trying a long two. That's no good, and Rhea Johnson gets the rebound. She gives to Gray. Gray will go. That one's tipped and stolen away. Another pass that ill-advised a little bit. Now this one inside. Blocked by Klepper and stolen away. We'll give it up the court now. Gray has it on the near side. Give back to Bolin, over to Metling. Metling drives to the far side now. Now over to Albany. Timeout call, Pine City. Yeah, they need a timeout right now. They need a breather. They just need a breather right now to kind of settle things down, realize they're okay. And I think that's what head coach Judd is saying. I think he's just looking to his team saying, hey, it's okay. We're only down by 2 right now. It's okay. We're fine. We need to get back. We need to execute our offense a little bit better. And then we need to just settle down. We're still in this game. This game's far from over. Just settle down. And don't worry. Get the anxiety out. Just play basketball. I think that's the message right now. Trailing only by 2 in this second half. Again, a little bit of a slow start. 14:01 to go. But once they get that first shot to fall, they'll start to really settle into the second half. It's just about getting that first basket to fall. Metling trying to inbound. She does to Klepper. Oh, I thought Klepper had a chance. Now Metling shot will finally fall in for 2. Oh, man, they desperately needed that. Finally, feels like they got a monkey off their back. Now 28-all. We're tied. On the near side here, Turway for Albany. Looking, nothing doing. Oh, no, again left alone. Schiffler 3. I don't know what it is, but Pine City's just struggling to cover all their bases defensively right now. Klepper lost it. Schiffler with the steal. That's not good. Pine City's got to do a much better job of taking care of the ball. They're a little too nonchalant with it right now. Back over now to Finley. They got a cutting Schiffler on that far side. Pine City gets over to cover. Now over to Finley again on the near side for Turway. Back over to Finley. She's opened another 3. This one's going to be no good, luckily. Klepper. It's the rebound. Give up to Metling. Now to Rhea Johnson. She steps back, gives it to Metling. This is a long 3 off the mark. And an easy rebound for Dingman and a foul to add on. Man, they're compounding mistakes right now, Pine City. They need to breathe. They're running. They're just in their head. You can just kind of see they're moving too quickly. They're 2 steps ahead of where they should be. They need to settle down and focus. And just remember that still in this game. With it is Turway. Another 3 opportunity for Finley. That one's going to be no good. Somehow a Dragon player fell. This one's going to be jump ball call. Possession arrow is Dragons. Albany coach doesn't like it. That was close, I'll admit. That it really could have gone either way. I think maybe another time if that gets called, that will go and be Albany ball because it was tipped. So Bolin will inbound to Metling, and she'll give it right back to Bolin. Now over to Metling again. Metling's going to bring it forward. Again, they don't need to get a 3 here. They don't need a 3. Another loose ball. Dingman with another steal. Oh, man. Pine City's frustrated right now. They got to take better care of the ball. Now here it again to Finley. She'll go back over to Turway. 3. Can't let them get these 3s. A foul there on Bolin. Holy cow, what is going on for Pine City right now? Goble with the rebound, but my goodness. Their wheels are spinning right now. They're stuck in the mud. It's the second foul on Bolin. The first free throw up and no good by Goble. That's good for Pine City, but man, Pine City, you can just kind of see their gears are spinning inside, and they're too fast. They're starting to smoke. They just need to slow things down. This one's going to be no good. The rebound. Oh, no. A rebound for Lisi and a 2 for Goble. You can't have it. Simply put, Pine City cannot have that happen right now. But we get back. They're getting back offensively, trying to get things going. And again, passing right now has been a problem. They just need to settle down. Cano, get back to Metling. Give to Gray. She stepped on it. Holy cow. When it rains, it pours right now for Pine City. It's trying to stay positive. Got to stay positive. Pine City's still in this one. They're the better team, and now Boland's going to get a steal. That's kind of the steal of the half right now, and she's too soft on it. Klepper's going to get the rebound so luckily, but oh my goodness. Pine City just has no confidence shooting the ball right now, and you can tell because they've been too short and soft on 90% of their shots right now. The shot is up for Albany, no good. Thankfully, rebound by Ganote. And now they need to slow things down. They need to slow it down just a little bit. This ball was tipped. Probably could have been a foul there, but going to be stolen away by Schwedensfire. And now a foul on Metling. Oh. It's third team foul. Second on Metling, and 2 now for Lisi. Yeah, this entire Dragons team just completely frustrated right now. But again, they're still in this one. Meanwhile, Lisi's first one's good. She's a good shooter. No surprise that one's good. 34-30. Get a shoe tied here for Albany. So we get a pause in the action. A little bit of miscommunication out there as Lisi, second one is good as well. So 35-30 once again, 5-point lead for Albany. But again, Pine City, they just, no need to panic here. They got to settle down. Got to settle into this half. Floater from Klepper too strong. Boland will luckily get the rebound. Now it's going to go out of bounds off Albany. Dragons need a big play. They need a momentum shifter right now because it's all Albany. But they need a momentum shifting play. Inbound to Boland. Over to Klepper. Klepper looking. Give back to Unverzat. Now to Boland. Trying to go inside. Too strong again. And Gobo with the steal. You can't keep doing this if you're Pine City. And, I mean, the worst part about it is they're still only 5 points down. It's not like the game is out of hand. They're still only 5 points down. This one knocked out of bounds by Albany. It will go back to Pine City, so luckily there. But, I mean, that's the worst part about it is Pine City is having all these mistakes mentally on offense. And it's just they're still only down by 5. And they're going to have to use their 4th timeout. Yeah, Judd, he needs it. And they're just going to have to – it's going to have to probably be a blunt message right now. Settle down, settle in, breathe. Hopefully they can out of this timeout.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat. And they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on WCMP, apparently they have 2 left. So, but it is, again, not dogging on Pine City at all. Not at all. I'm just trying to give you my stance on it and how the Dragons are feeling. And, again, it is frustrating because they're only down by 5 and have had these plethora of mistakes in the second half, but still only trail by 5. They got it. I mean, that has to be, if you're Pine City, a thing that they look at each other and say, guys, how much better can we be? We've made all these sorts of mistakes, and we're still only down by 5. Let's get back in this one. 10:20 to go. Again, Pine City only trails by 5 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So after the timeout called by Pine City, yeah, that's a foul on Albany. Foul there going to go on Lisi. Her second, team second. And Albany will go to that half-court pressure here. Metling will try and inbound to Boland, and Boland will get it back to Metling. Metling, one-on-one, give up to Klepper. Klepper, turn around. Now she's going to try and drive inside, kick back out to Ganote. Trying to go inside to Bolin. Bolin through some traffic. Shot is, travel call. I think that's a better possession, though, if you're Pine City. I think you're okay with that one, as Gray will check in for Unverzant. Because you move the ball around well. You found an open shooter, and now they'll go up the court quickly. Turway, they got numbers. Turway going to take it herself. No way. No way. Turway's going to draw the foul. I disagree with that one. Respectfully, of course. Respectfully. Gray will get the foul. Her third, team's fourth. Again, respectfully disagree. Again, refs don't have to like what I say. I don't even like what I say sometimes. Turway, this one rolls off the front of the rim. No good. But again, it's just my way I see it, and it doesn't just because I see it one way and say it's that way doesn't mean it is. I'm wrong like 90% of the time with these calls. Turway, good on that one. So 1 of 2 there for Turway, and it's 36-30. Pine City brings it forward. Klepper goes inside to Metling. That ball is tipped, but Metling luckily will get it back. Tries to go to Gano. That one's tipped again. Gray is going to get it back. Another. That you just can't have it for Pine City. Bad pass. Right to the defender. I mean, the defender was lurking. You got to be realizing that. Lucy now with the 3. That's going to be no good. This ball going to go out of bounds off of Albany. Go back to Pine City. 36-39, 34 to go. Again, Pine City only trails here by 6. Inbound to Klepper. Klepper will bring it forward. Give it over to Ganote. Ganote had Metlet. I mean, Pine City just can't hang on to the ball right now. An easy 2 for Schiffler. I mean, they're being weirdly careless with the ball. Not being aware of where everybody's at. Unfortunately, that's not, I'm not trying to be rude, but that's just how it is. And no foul call. Wow. Should have been one. This one's going to be no good. Somehow rebounded by Dingman. And a 3 there from Turway going to be no good. Pine City nowhere near the rebound. Going to be taken by Schiffler. Oh, my good gracious. Oh, my goodness. Another one by Turway. Well, yeah, it seems like Pine City is just, I mean, they've lost everything they had in the first half. Another one. Oh, my good gracious. Turway, a spin move. Travel call. Yep. That's the correct call. Albany doesn't like it. It's a correct call, though, so that's a correct call. Johnson and Reiser in for Metling and Ganote, and I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. It's a 10-point difference, and it feels a lot more lopsided than that right now for Pine City. Bolin will bring it up the court. Trying to get around the defender. Get a foul on Albany. They're going to get 20. That's Schiffler for her third, team's third. And I'm trying to be positive. I'm not trying to dog Pine City at all. But again, they're frustrated. We're all frustrated as fans, and again, it's unfortunate because, man, they had everything going for them. Bolin will hold on to it on that far side, trying to drive inside. They have not scored in a while, and now we get through Reiser's hands. Dingman with the steal. They'll go up the court. This one's blocked out of bounds by Klepper. Got to use that as momentum. 8:04 to go. Unverzat will check into the game for the Dragons. Again, she's been a rebound machine tonight, and she will check in. Albany gets it into Finley. She drives inside. Unreal. Get a foul on Pine City. It's a pretty soft call, but it is a call no less, and that'll be the fourth on Gray. And Finley will go to the line and shoot 2. First one's up. Yep, it's good. 41-30. Everything just going for Albany right now. They couldn't buy a miss right now. And this one's good. Well, 12-point difference. Pine City's got some work to do and in a hurry. right now just struggling with breaking out of that defense they had no problem with in the first half. Yeah, definitely a foul there on Albany. Again, another one here on Lisi, her third, team's fourth. Get a quick sub for Albany. Oh no, we got an Albany player down. Finley's down. Never ever want to see that. Man, I hope she's okay. We're going to take a commercial break. Well, we hope and pray that she's all right and able to get back into this one.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately.
Back here on WCMP, a little bit of a kind of mini free timeout for Pine City, if you will. Finley was able to get up and walk off on her own power. That's what we care about. I don't care what the game is, what's on the line, season. I don't care. I never want to see anybody get hurt. So inbound now to Klepper, and they'll give it in to Bolin. This one off the glass, finally. Get one to fall. 42-32. And left alone up the other way. Schwen's fire. Yep, a foul call. That's actually a good call there. Metling get fouled, and that's her third, team sixth. And it'll just be an inbound for Albany. Coach Judd trying to talk with his coaches to find an answer. This one no good, and oh, good grief. Turway somehow gets the rebound. Should kick it out for three. And now we get a foul on Albany. Get a foul there on Lonigan. Her second. Team's fifth. Inbound to Boland. Give back to Metling. Over to Boland. She'll bring it up the court. Look for a screen. Nope, not going to get it. She'll try back inside, give to Klepper. Klepper now trying to drive a floater, no good. She gets her own rebound. They needed that. Boland now for three. They needed that again. Boland for three after the rebound from Klepper, and man, they desperately need that and so much more. Oh, that's a foul. That's offensive. It's a charge. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great job there by Boland to draw that. Turway will get the charge call. Man, Pine City desperately needed that. Meanwhile, Bram defeats East Central 82-20. So Bram will move on. Congrats to East Central on a great season, though. And they had a lot of growth this year. East Central is a great season for them with a first-year head coach. Boland give outside, Metling. Now trying to drive. Trying to go inside to Klepper. Klepper trying to give underneath to Unverzat. Oh! Possession of Albany's. Just as Unverzat got that one away, they're going to get the jump ball call. So Albany has it back. Give here for two. It's good. 44-35. Get a foul on Albany. This one on Lisi, her fourth. So a 1-and-1 now for Boland, as it is the seventh team foul on Albany. This one, spun around the rim a few times, but falls in. 44-36, sub for Albany. And Boland, that time it won't be good. So 1 and 2 there for her. Rebounded by Dingman. Now on this near side, another open two for Goebel. It's long. Metling with the rebound. give up to Boland. Boland, ill-advised pass yet again. Yep, I saw it coming. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, please don't toss that one up. Now travel call on Albany. Yeah, as soon as I seen her get that ball, I was like, man, don't pass that ball. And yeah, unfortunately she did. Metling has it, bringing it up the court. She'll now give to Klepper. Klepper trying to go inside to Ganote, now to Boland for 3. Ah, man, that's in and out. Rebound for Goebel. Up the court now comes Albany. Timeout called by Albany themselves. It'll be only their second. They'll be there for 3. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a quick commercial break.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Back here on WCMP, Dragons trail by 8, and time is slowly running out, and they need to get something going here sooner than later, as they will look to come out of the timeout and try and get things going for themselves. They have gone on a little bit of a run, not a big one, but a little bit of one to kind of bounce back somewhat, but they've only scored 10 points in the second half to the 21 of Albany. So they need a spark, and they need it now. 5:40 to go. Trail 44-36. Ball is Albany's, though, out of the timeout. Albany will inbound now to Finley. Back to Finley. You can't leave her alone like that. Pine City playing a little bit more of a zone here, and this, I don't like the zone for that reason. They've left way too many players open from 3, and I think you got to change it up to a little bit more of a man scheme here. It's just too many players have been open in that situation. But they see something they like. Metling now for 3. It's no good. Oh, how is that not a foul? Yeah, absolutely. They get the foul on Albany. I apologize. I'm getting too into it. 4th on Schiffler. (47-36). 5:13 to go. At the line is Reddick Note for a 1-and-1. That one is good. They get 47-37. This one no good. Rebound by Unverzat. Foul on Albany. Going to get this one on to Finley. And Unverzat's at the line now for a 1-and-1. 19 foul on Albany. This one's up. No good. Klepper's there for the rebound. And too strong, man. They're too strong, and that one's rebounded. Almost a travel there on Schwensfire, but she did get it off in time. Schwensfire has it. They've got Finley open for 3. Wide open. Luckily, the defense gets back in time, but they've got Turway. Now they'll find Finley open top of the key. Back to Turway. Now on the far side. Finley trying a long 2. That's no good. Easy rebound, though. And 2 for Dingman. 49-37. And Bolin brings it back up the other way. She'll give out to Metling. Metling on the far side to Klepper. Still plenty of time. Try and be positive. We got to get some positive energy back. Let's go. Metling will give now to Klepper. Klepper for 3. No good. And out of bounds on Pine City. Running out of time here. 4:06 to go, but again, still enough time. for Pine City, but they need to get going. And a 3 here. That doesn't help from Finley. So 52-37 and 3:47 to go. But still getting time. Oh my. Guns fire, easy steal. Collapse here in the second half for Pine City, and they're still fighting. They still got a lot of fight in them, and they need it all. Oh, a 3, and then a easy rebound for Schwenzfire. Blocked by Unverzant. He'll get the steal. Man, oh man. Pine City just needs to put a few things together here and in a hurry, unfortunately. Oh, can't do that if you're Klepper. You gotta find a better play for that. Oh boy, 3 minutes to go. It's a lot of work for Pine City, but we know that they have had plenty of comebacks this season, and they need one of them here. Timeout called by Albany. Maybe this timeout will benefit more or less Pine City than it will Albany. You know? Let's give them some positivity. I know I'm sounding harsh. I know I'm sounding like a grump, but it's just the passion I have for Pine City, wanting to see them win, and just specifically, more or less, our teams. I want our local teams to win. Try and get you some updates from around our local listening area. Over in Ogilvie. Oh, Swanville's all of a sudden taking a lead over Ogilvie, 58-57. In Malacca, they lead 63-42. (59-58). Now Ogilvie retakes lead over Swanville. In our game, it's unfortunately been a tale of two halves for Pine City, but they still got 3 minutes to go, trailing by 15. It sounds like it's not going to be overcomable, but I promise you it is. I promise you Pine City can do it. They've had comebacks in them this year, and this would be one of them. They need to get something going now, because now clock is a huge factor. Albany obviously just going to waste time, not going to try and take a shot early in the shot clock. Under 10, an open one for 2. Well, with the way that momentum is going, these shots are becoming more or less nails in the coffin. Long 3 from Klepper, and life has kind of been lost by Pine City. Unfortunately. They're still fighting hard out there. They're still battling, but yeah, you can kind of see they know that they're a little bit desperate, and that could be it. Gobo with another 2. That could be the nail in the proverbial coffin. Pine City's still going to battle, though. Metling shot inside for 2. Well, 56-39, and Pine City going to use one of their final timeouts here. They'll be left with 1. Huskies also left with 1. Well, it's a lot to ask for in 2 minutes. It is 17 points in 2 minutes. It's a big ask, but again, we've seen Pine City make some comebacks and make some runs this season. It would have to be a monumental run, but can they do it here? I mentioned the proverbial nail in the coffin. And I only say that based on momentum. Momentum is a fickle thing in games. And again, it's hard to do it. Now Swanville has lead over Ogilvie, 62-59 in that game. Man, that one's going back and forth. 64-40-something over in Malacca, but Malacca still has the lead. 56-39 here in our game. Pine City still with a chance. And that's all you can ask for in the playoffs, is just a chance. All you need is a chance. Let's see if Pine City can't make a historical comeback. Obviously, full court pressure they'll be putting on. 56-39. Let's go, Pine City. Make the comeback. Inbound. They'll be pressured a lot. Now, let's see. They got to be careful, because you don't want to foul, but you're going to have to foul at some point. Maybe later on. Not at this point, though. Turway will give on the near side for Lisi. And, oh, how is that not a foul call on Pine City? I'm surprised. Shot is missed. Bolin will get the rebound. She'll give it up the court now to Gray. Trying to go inside to Ganot. And nearly was off the tip and inside. Now it's stolen away by Turway. Back the other way. Oh, that one's up for grabs. Metling poked it out. It's going to get the steal and drops it in for 2. So a steal and a 2 for Pine City. Did we get a timeout again by Pine City? Yeah, we did. So a full timeout for Pine City. A desperate rush trying to get back into this one for the Dragons. We'll take a quick timeout.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Not over yet. I've been a grunch. I've been a grump. Not over yet. It's not over yet. And again, I know you're thinking, wow, he sounds upset. This is no fun to listen to. I apologize, but I just got a lot of passion for Pine City. It's my alma mater. I want to see them win. And again, if there's a year to beat beat Albany for Pine City, it's this year. It is this year. They still have a chance to punch their ticket to St. John's University on Saturday, where they play either Royalton or I think it's Mora. Here we go. 56-41. Yeah, Albany just going to slowly take their time up the court. Pine City not showing any pressure. Turway with it. Give over to Lisi. They're going to sub. Yeah, they're subbing in their backups. I mean, there's still 1:16 to go, only a 15-point game, so I'm not. That's a bold move. It's bold strategy, Cotton. Wow, bold move. Well, he's got all his backups in there, and I mean, there's still time, but it's becoming a factor. Pine City has some of their backups in as well. Jump ball, and Pine City will get it back. Still enough time, though. I mean, there's 59 seconds, 15 points. You go 5 threes in a row. There you go. Rhea Johnson will take it up the court for the Dragons. She'll give over to Metling. Metling now to Brown. Rachel Brown is into the game. One of these seniors. Now Breckenreiser. Give over to Unverzat. A 3 from Metling is off the mark. And, ooh, that probably was out of bounds, but they're going to give it to her on the rebound for Brianna Arneson. Well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Man, oh man, what a completely crappy way to end the season if you're Pine City. This shot is up, no good, knocked out of bounds by Pine City. You really don't need a shot there if you're Albany. I really don't understand the point in getting a shot there. Don't need it at all. But, hey, get a point in the playoffs, why not? Oh, yeah, you don't need to shoot the ball. There's 13 seconds left. They're going to dribble this clock out, I would hope. I would hope they wouldn't try and get some more points. They don't need any. Oh, my goodness. Oh, reverse layup for 2, I guess, for Trinity Hadler. I didn't really need it if you're Albany. Kind of questionable play call there if you're Albany to really need to score. But that's for me to complain about and them to get on the scoreboard. So, well, that's going to do it. It is the final, 58-41. Pine City falls here to Albany. What a tough way for Pine City to end the season. It was a great season. My goodness. It was, just a tale of two halves, simply put. A tale of two halves for Pine City. And what a season, though, for the Dragons. I was blessed and honored to be a part of it. So sad to see it end. And again, if you're sick of me calling games, I apologize. Never ever try to be a downer, but so it's frustrating, especially as a fan and a guy who wants to see nothing but Pine City just win. So that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 58-41 is going to be our final. We're going to take commercial break here from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Baseball and softball coaches, are you looking for dry, warm practice time?
Here's the Pitch in North Branch can help. Here's the Pitch offers amazing indoor options for your team.
Offering state-of-the-art pitching machines and batting cages.
And space for you to give instruction without worrying about the weather outside.
Take your athletes to the next level.
Coach up your team during every season or off-season. Affordable practice space for your ball teams.
Make your reservation today.
Call Here's the Pitch today or visit them on Facebook.
Here's the Pitch in North Branch.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
The truth is, you don't have to be an athlete to need physical therapy. Car accidents, work accidents, and simply aging can take its toll on our bodies. Physical therapy consultants in North Branch, Isani, Andover, Ham Lake, St. Francis, and Zimmerman can help you heal. Services like massage therapy, orthopedic care, and more. Physical therapy consultants can help. Call Physical Therapy Consultants at 1-888-THERAPY. All insurance plans accepted, including workers' comp and auto.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
What a tough way to end the season if you're Pine City. I mean, heartbreaking. You had the team in the first half. This is a game they're going to look back on and say to themselves, should have, could have, would have. But you know what's tough about that is it was a tale of two halves, and Pine City definitely should have won this game, but you have to give credit where it's due to Albany because of the fact that they made the adjustments at half and turned things around and were able to stop Pine City offensively from doing anything. But if you're the Dragons, you got to be, again, upset because you weren't able to overcome the defense. You weren't able to get things going on the fly, and your defense wasn't able to overcome those mistakes. And unfortunately, they just had too many of them. Too many mental errors here in the second half. And I know I'm being blunt, but just way too many second half errors. Simply just, I think they got into their. Pine City couldn't keep up. They could certainly keep up, but it was just more or less they weren't making shots. They were giving up the ball way too much, and I think they got into their heads a little bit too much here in the second half. We'll talk about the seniors here in a moment, but leading the way was Klepper with 12, or excuse me, Bolin with 13, then 12 for Klepper, 10 for Metling, 3 for both Gray and Ganote. Rebound-wise, 16 for Klepper, 7 for Rolf Bolin and Unverzat, 10 steals, 5 blocks, 4 from Klepper. They were 8 of 13 from the free throw line, had 13 team fouls, and man, so unfortunate for these seniors. I just want to give them credit here. Looking at these seniors, of course, you got Rachel Brown and Brecken Reiser. Rachel Brown, and Brecken Reiser, who last year didn't come in until late in the games. They were over. This year, they got a lot more playing time, a significant playing time in games when it mattered, and they did a really good job of increasing their role here and just improving in the offseason. But for Piper Metling, man, I think she's been on varsity since either 8th or 9th grade, and she's been a starter since her sophomore year. And it's been fun to watch her journey. It's been fun to see where she started to where she has come now, and it's so sad to see her journey end here in Albany, where, again, it felt like they could have won, but, again, just coming up short. But what a great career for all three of these seniors. I want to applaud them on their careers here at Pine City High School. Whether they go on to play basketball at the next level or not, I just want to give them a huge shout-out, Rachel Brown, Piper Metling, and Brecken Reiser, for their efforts and their contributions to this Pine City Dragon basketball team. It was for letting me kind of peek into your lives a little bit and kind of see, the athletes. Get a little bit of a peek into their lives and who they are as people, just a little bit. I so appreciate them allowing me to be a part of this journey. It's been a blessing and an honor to be able to call games for this team for as long as I have, and this year was no different. I appreciate the coaches and players who have always come up post-game and done interviews with me and have stood up there and done interviews, whether it be questions they weren't ready for, or I suck at asking the questions sometimes, but I appreciate them putting up with me here this season and really making the broadcast better when they come up to do these interviews. It has been a blessing, again, and an honor to be able to call games for this team, and I can't wait to see what these seniors will do going forward. But again, you've got a lot of players coming back, a lot of young players. And one of the few players, Mallory Klepper, you got Paige Gray, Rhea Johnson, Brooke Bolin, Kate Unverzat, Goodnote, and Vivian Lotti will all be back next year. That's going to be a tough crew. They're going to look back at this year, look at what they did. Obviously, they're going to want to top it, and obviously they're going to want to erase this sour taste out of their mouth from how it ended. And I can bet you, I'm not going to bet money because I'm not going to bet money, but I would bet you a lot that this team will come back next year with a vengeance, and they're going to go on a tear next season, and they will be a tough team to beat, not just in the section, but also in the conference as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this team is able to get back to the top of both the section and conference next year. So, for Pine City, again, it does end earlier than they would have liked, but what a great season. Again, huge shout-out, congratulations, and best of luck to these seniors, Rachel Brown, Piper Metling, and Breckenreiser. Wish them nothing but the best going forward. Also want to thank them for doing and coming up and getting some.
A lot of them stepped up when we lost some big players. So knowing that the next couple of years are just still going to be solid and they're still going to work hard and they have a passion. So.
Yeah, it's exciting knowing that there's a bunch of younger girls that are willing to grow and want to play basketball and build up our program.
Yeah, I think we just played with a lot of intensity tonight and stepped up to the challenge.
And looking at this season in your careers, what are some of the more memorable moments, if you can even pick one, but what are some of the more memorable moments? I know there's been a lot that has happened throughout your careers here at Pine City, but if you could, what are some of those memorable moments?
There's just an amazing group of girls. We went undefeated in conference, and that was just really inspiring and made me work harder.
Probably this season when Mr. Judd sprayed us all with water on the bench.
When we were at a restaurant during our holiday tournament, we got the waiter to steal our coach's food, and it was really...
Yeah, we're always messing with the coaches, so...
Well, it seems like a really fun group to be around, and obviously, again, it ends way sooner than you guys would have wanted to, but I just want to give you guys all each a congratulations, and I want to wish you all nothing but the best of luck at what you do in the future, and thanks for allowing me to be a part of your team this year and the past years, and for coming up and doing these interviews. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
That, again, was the seniors, Piper Metling, Breckenreiser, and Rachel Brown here joining us in the post game. And now I'll be joined by Patrick Judd. Coach, this one ends a lot sooner than you would have liked. Kind of a tale of two halves here in this one. But we'll start with the first half. You guys got off to a quick start there. What was the key for that quick start?
Well, we knew we had to push the ball at them any chance we got. And, we kind of caught them off guard right away with the defense we were playing. And I mean, it went about exactly the way we would have hoped it started. Unfortunately, we ended the half a little sluggish, and instead of having a 9-point lead at half, we had a 3-point lead and kind of just spiraled out of control from there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate there in the second half. We know this team, we've talked about it before, kind of a team who is pretty heavy on themselves. And we know that they kind of want the best out of themselves, and sometimes that self-talk kind of creeps in, and they expect that perfection, but sometimes they get a little hard on themselves. Was that kind of the case here in the second half, or?
Well, it's an interesting team. We all year we've had these kind of spells like this where we just don't seem to have anybody be able to step up in those moments, and part of it is that we're still a young team with learning how to have somebody step up and be a leader on the floor when we need it, instead of everybody hoping that somebody else will do it for them. And, I thought we got better at it as the year went on. And unfortunately, in a playoff situation, you got to have somebody get everybody under control, and we couldn't make it work. But you got to give them credit. They played their hearts out tonight. They could have easily just not came and played. And that's one thing I always get out of these girls, no matter who I'm coaching, is I get the best out of them. And I couldn't have been more proud of the way we played tonight.
And one of the things, too, you come into an environment like Albany. I mean, we know their reputation as a girls basketball team, continually getting to the section championship, even to say they've got a few championship banners. So coming into an environment like that and playing as hard as they did, you mentioned it, you've got to be just so proud of this team.
Yeah, I really am, because we could have easily just let the name scare us. And, we talked about before the game, this is not the same Albany team of the past. And we need to go play like Dragons. And, the bench was fantastic with their raw, and I mean, it was a whole team effort. So to come up short like this, it hurts even more. But the future is going to be bright. I'm going to miss the present.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for the future, because I think we're going to do something really special in the years to come.
I believe so, too. And just a couple more questions for you, then I'll let you go. But talking about these seniors, what was it like to be able to coach these three seniors for the last couple of years?
All three of them just are the example of perseverance. Whether it's Piper with her injury from last year, having to battle back, Brecken and Rachel just always coming every year, trying to get as far as they can, getting better and better. I mean, there's a lot of kids out there that give up after a freshman year of not making a higher level. These guys are old school examples of when you put in the work for 4 to 6 years of how you can become a contributor at the varsity level. And it's just something you don't see a lot nowadays with girls basketball. So I told them in the locker room after the game, don't ever forget that, because it's just amazing what these girls put through for the hard work they did all year long and all their career. I'm so blessed to have been able to coach them.
Absolutely, and you just mentioned it, talking about the future. The future is bright for this team, and looking at that future, you got a lot of returning players for next year, and even an 8th grader who played this year in Kate Unverzat. You had some younger girls step up this season who got some big minutes this year, and obviously they can only continue to grow from that. How excited are you for the years to come now for Pine City?
I'm excited for the years to come, but I'm more excited about the summer because that's the time to make ourselves better. I mean, I can't wait to get back in the gym. I was telling the coaches after the game, I said, well, I can't wait to get on the bus, because now I got to start getting ready for the summer, because this is going to be a fun summer of development. If we really work hard, we could make a big jump in the section for next year.
There's no doubt about that. And, Coach, I just want to thank you for joining me. I also want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of this team this season. Thanks for always coming up, do these post-game interviews. I greatly appreciate it. And, again, congrats on a great season.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you following us like you do and everything. It's one of the things that we always appreciate is the play-by-play that you give us. So thank you. Go Dragons.
Absolutely. That, again, was head coach Patrick Judd. And appreciate him for joining us here in the post-game. And, again, not the way they wanted it to end, but, again, what a fun season. The ups and downs of the season, a truly unique year for Pine City. But they do fall short here in Albany, 58-41. We're going to wrap things up here and get out of here. But I want to give a huge shout out to all of you who tuned in. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're not tuning in, well, we don't have a reason to come out here. And we obviously want to give a huge shout out to all of our playoff sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast that we did. We appreciate all of them. And if you're listening to this on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube. That way you're notified every single time we go live with a local sporting event. Again, you can catch all sports recaps on 95.5 FM with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Josh Ramirez at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk this game, all the other local games going on in our listening area, plus regional and national sports. You can also stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com. We'll have articles from games we've been at, interviews from coaches and players. We'll have articles from games we've been at. I mentioned that. Broadcast schedule will be there under the sports tab. That is subject to change, but it shows all the links for the games that we'll be at. Also, our social medias, our Facebook pages for both stations, our Instagram, plus our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports, breaking sports news, LOI signings, just anything you can imagine that has to do with local sports will be on there as well. So like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to stay tuned to our social medias for all things local sports. Again, a huge shout out to the three seniors, Rachel Brown, Piper Metling, and Brecken Reiser, for joining me here in the postgame. Wish them nothing but the best going forward, no matter what it is that they choose to do, whether they play in spring sports or just choose to go on to college. We wish them nothing but the best. Again, the final on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here, the Dragons fall to the Huskies 58-41. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. Post game, wish them nothing but the best.